team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Set. 10-2 stop. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They'll run with the second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef in the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right back to him on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Let's go, Big series right here. We got to step.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Ben to throw again. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better block?
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Stocker's got it, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Out. 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tyson Alualu. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off play action. Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Set, ready, 50, plant. Target. Snap.
Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert going to throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Allen's got it complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They run it with Balaj, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Rock it, shoot.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Roethlisberger. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
7-7.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here we go. Black 20. Take both of them.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, he finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run here with Balazs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Herbert eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here is Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Badgley able to knock this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. Johnson was the intended receiver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check back to left. Take both of them. Snipper. 66. Check 13. Check 13. Solid. Check. Rocky.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go, D. Hey, Charlie.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. On 4th down, Herbert. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake. Herbert. Complete. It's Johnson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys? Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense. Forced